Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm just gonna take you around the property and show you what we've been up to lately, and apologies for not being able to upload anything for the last 2 weeks since our last video. We've been very busy with getting this farm up and running. Yes, we are starting a farm from scratch. It's completely new to us, we're still learning, but we are really looking forward to this new adventure. So yeah, come along with me and I'll show you what we've been up to. Just have to pick up some post from our post box. It's a very windy day here at the cottage. Basically I was gonna update you guys on our shed replacement. As some of you might know from one of our previous videos, due to some storms that we got hit by back in February, we lost our shed. The storm took our shed away, and it was quite disheartening because we had just erected it and we were preparing to move stuff out of the house into the shed, and then Storm Kira and Storm Dennis hit one after the other. However, God in his mercies saw it fit to bless us with another shed, a much bigger shed than the last one, and it was also free. TK has been sorting out that. It isn't complete yet, but we just have to block up some of the holes because during transit part of the walls had broken, but it's an easy fix. We just need like little bits of wood to just close up the holes that are on the sides of the shed, and just to sort the felt out for the roof. Yeah, so we're really grateful for that. In addition to that, one of our previous videos I spoke about getting a greenhouse. I am currently sitting in the greenhouse along with our seedlings that are growing quite rapidly. Yeah, God has been so good to us. He also gave us this greenhouse for free. Can you believe it? Something that would have cost us about between 400 and maybe $1,000 for this size. We're just so grateful that we managed to get this before the lockdown, and yeah, before anything went into action with this whole pandemic. It took a bit of time to put it up. Hubby is still working from home from his job, so we're trying to juggle everything else between his commitments with that job and also, you know, sorting out bits around the property that needs to be done. Monday we had the plowman come through and plow some of the property that we are on. We live in a cottage, and with that cottage came 2 extra acres of land for us to work with. So including the land that we're on with the cottage and then the extra pieces of land, altogether it's about 3 acres of land that we have. So ooh, Lord have mercy, that scared me. Oh, I was so scared. Ooh. Anyways, about 3 acres of land. So the part where the cottage is, that's 1 acre, and opposite the cottage we have 2 acres of land. We ploughed about near enough 2 acres, but not the complete 2 acres, because part of the acreage the greenhouse is on, the shed is on, and we made a track going around the plot that we did go over with the plough, so that we're able to drive around it. So if we need to carry material like soil, compost, manure, wood chips around, it should be easier. I can't imagine us wheelbarrowing up and down, up and down. Yeah, everything is going to take a long time. I'm going to show you what I have as seedlings so far. Please don't don't judge me. This is completely new. Apologies for the helicopter above us and the wind noise in the background. Yeah, I couldn't choose a more terrible time to record a video, but how would I know this was going to happen? Anyways, yeah, please don't judge my efforts in growing these seedlings if you see anything that's, yeah, out of place. But I would really like your input, but please be nice. We are new. I am new. I'm the one that did sow these seeds. I'm learning as I go along. So yeah, I'm quite nervous to show you, but here we go. I'm going to show you. I'm not perfect. Yeah. So here we've got some radish that we need to plant out. They're not all radishes. This is kohlrabi. This one is another kohlrabi, yeah. This one is red Russian kale. It's all mixed up here. But yeah, this is China rose radish that we planted. Got some herbs. This is flat leaf parsley. Got some basil. Some garlic over there. Some garlic. We've got some corn here. We have to plant those out. I know normally people plant them straight into the soil, but yeah, I don't know. I just planted them in pots. Anyways, I'm really happy with how the radish is looking. I've not grown anything like this before. This is the first time growing radish to this scale. First time growing herbs. First time growing... Oh, this is spinach. First time growing everything you see here. It's my first time growing it. So we've got some lettuce here. Different types of lettuce. Does seem to be doing okay. We've got Marvel of 4 Seasons. We've got black seeded Simpson. We've got the gourmet loose leaf salad. And we've got romaine tricolor. And we've got some leeks here. Some more black Simpson lettuce. I just love those, so I planted lots of them, and some more of that Marvel of 4 Seasons. We have some strawberries, some strawberry plants that we are growing. This one is, however you pronounce that. Yep, and we've got the alpine strawberry. That one's my favorite, but as you can see, they're starting to come through. Turning to strawberries. We're going to have to put them in their bed soon because yeah, they need to flourish and thrive. We've got some marigolds here. I wanted to plant that with my squash to attract, you know, those lovely pollinators. I also have the butterfly and bee mix to attract some more pollinators. They're coming through nicely. I might have to water this because the soil is a bit dry at the moment. got some sage here. Sage is doing well. Lots and lots of sweet peppers, the orange and the red sweet peppers. I couldn't find the green sweet peppers though, so I don't know. This one is peppermint to go into my medicinal herb garden and also my culinary herb garden. We have oregano there. Sorry, oregano. Got basil. What else? Coriander. Spearmint. Oh, you should really smell these guys. They smell gorgeous. We have some common thyme. We have some thyme, another type of thyme. I got some lemon balm, calendula to go into my medicinal garden. I've got some aubergine here, a few aubergines, echinacea to go into my herb garden. Only one really sprouted. I think we went a bit crazy with the amount of sweet peppers that we grew. It's good to have extras. I was told by an experienced gardener that it's better to have extras than to just sow the amount that you need and then it doesn't turn out right and you end up with less. So here we go. Turns out they're all doing well. So praise God for that. We planted some potatoes in there. I think I need to top it up with some more soil. And we have some more potatoes in that bag. We had planted it in those bags because we hadn't plowed the field yet. Came across some new information about plowing. We're going to discuss more about that in a future video where I'm going to bring TK in it with me and he will speak to you more about that. Plan today is to complete a raised bed for our strawberries. We've been told that it's better to have them in raised beds because they're like vines, so it's better to contain them in a bed. Also, another plant that's going to have to be contained is peppermint and spearmint. They're also vines. We've been told as soon as they have contact with the soil, they just flourish and spread, and then they just become a nuisance, and we don't want that. We also have cayenne pepper. Where is the cayenne pepper? Oh, here it is. Yep, got about 3. This one is not looking too good. Yeah, I'm not too sure what's happening there, so I think I might have to transplant it into something else, give it a fighting chance to survive. But we've got another one coming up there, and that seems to be flourishing. So yeah, cayenne pepper has a lot of medicinal properties, so yeah, it can also be used for cooking as well. We have asparagus. I know some of you experienced gardeners would be like, that's not asparagus. Yeah, what we believe is a few other seeds got away, probably fell in it while I was sowing the asparagus. But the asparagus are actually over here. And they look very different to what this is. I'm not sure what this is. Maybe some of you can enlighten me on what that might be. I was thinking maybe broccoli, but I've never seen broccoli at this point, so correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, so far we have 2 asparagus sprouting. So I think I'll have to go and sow some more seeds and get them to sprout. We also have our butternut squash. I think I'm the most happy with this one so far. They just look really healthy. They're really flourishing. And it seemed to like where I put it, in the greenhouse. So altogether, all the seeds sprouted, so it's 100% germination. I've got about a dozen plants of butternut squash. And then we have the sugar snap peas, which is here. Sugar snap peas are looking good as well. First time growing these guys. Let me know what you guys think. Oh wow, it's just so amazing to see all these plants sprouting from such a small seed into something so big. And there's a lot of object lessons that we can learn from just sowing seeds alone. You've got some spinach, some more strawberries growing here from seed. Right, listen guys, this is the mistake I made with this. So yeah, some other seeds got mixed up with the carrots. After sowing these, I only found out after researching some more that carrots don't really transplant very well, and I'm a bit sad because look at this, they just look so good. Apparently it's better to plant them in disposable pots that will break down. You can plant the carrots with the pot without having to take them out and fiddle around with the roots, because they don't transplant very well. So I'm not sure what to do with these now. Let me know in the comments below any suggestions. Do I completely just get rid, or can I recover these and still sow them and transplant them? Let me know, because so far we've been advised that there's really nothing we can do about it than to just yeah, get rid. Here we have some cucumber. You might be wondering why it looks a bit bare. It's because I took off the leaves. That was just I don't know if you can hear that. Yeah, I took off the leaves because it looked like it had a bit of mildew and it just wasn't doing very well on here. So this morning, early this morning, I just came and took it off. Yeah, I took it off of these as well, and some more of my cucumber. I have some tomatoes here. I've been having a bit of trouble with tomatoes, to be honest guys. A bit of trouble, I'd say a lot of trouble, with watering it. With some I watered them a bit too much, and yeah, they died. I started off with a lot of them actually. I had some casualties which I got rid of. These ones, they're starting to go a bit yellow. Yep, bit yellow, but yeah, I know now that tomatoes doesn't like to sit in water, so that's a lesson learned. Yeah, this is what the cucumber looked like before I took off the leaves. It just didn't look right, and yeah, I guess it doesn't hurt to just take off what's dead. Here I've got another variety of cucumber that I've... Here we go, sprouting. Yeah, so that's good. The reason why our plants have, some of the plants haven't been coping so well with being outside in the greenhouse is because they've been spoiled with being inside the house. I sowed them inside, so they were nice and warm. They were thriving in there. The only issue I had was air circulation. So I had to switch the fan on just to circulate the air through the plants. But yeah, when I transitioned them outside, some of them couldn't deal with the stress of the cooler temperatures outside. And sad to say, they passed away and never to be seen again. So with that, we planted more to replace the ones that did not survive. Most of them did survive though. Before transitioning them here, I did put them outside for an hour a day, and then just slowly raise the amount of time that I left them outside every day, and then I just left them out here once the greenhouse was finished. We have to plant a lot more. I have a lot more seeds inside to plant. It's just finding the time to do it all. But when I plant my seeds, I do it in between Jeremiah's nap time and when he wakes up. Sometimes I can manage to do it when he's awake, but I have to distract him with something else so he doesn't pull down the plants. Oh yes, we lost some plants due to you know, Jeremiah being a bit curious, whether he pulled it down or he was eating it. Every now and again go past, taking a little nibble at some of the plants while there were seedlings. Yeah, and it didn't do him any harm, but you know, just trying to grow as much as we can. Next, we're going to start preparing the beds, designing the layout of where we want each crop to go, and we will keep you updated on that. We also managed to put the swing up. So many videos. We've been collecting stuff that we got for free to put on the property. Most of the things we did get were for free, apart from the seeds. and the strawberries that we needed to buy. We are making our raised beds with pallets, used pallets that we did get for free also. We also have a local tree surgeon that drops off his wood chips here. They look for a place to drop off their wood chips, and we were thinking of using the wood chips as covering for some of the beds, and also to put on the track in between the beds so that we can walk without damaging the beds and anything that we sew there. There is some metal bars. We're going to use those metal bars for a polytunnel. We're going to attempt to erect a polytunnel by ourselves. Those metal bars weren't made for a polytunnel per se, but we're going to design one because polytunnels are just so expensive, and clearly we don't really have the money right now to buy a polytunnel. We were looking at used polytunnels and buying it new. They're still expensive and we just can't afford it at this time. If you would like to donate to our farm, there is a link down in the description where you can send your donations in. If you want to give. This whole farm is to help the possible refugees that we may have coming in the future, where God is going to send our way. So it's not just for our families, to help others as well, especially during a time like this. During these times, like a pandemic, it's very uncertain and people are very worried. We're just making preparations should anything further happens in terms of the economy, which it will. I shouldn't say should happen, because it's going to happen. It's already happening. It's just better to be prepared for that time. We are preparing to help people that may not have food in the future, and we can help the community in that aspect while spreading the gospel to the world. There were some questions how we intend to upkeep living in the country. Well, the whole idea behind this farm is to become self-sustainable. I hate saying self-sustainable. It should be something like God sustainable. You know what I mean? It just feels weird. But anyways, self-sustainable. Yeah, we are trying to aim to be less dependent on the system of this world, be it the supermarket, relying on, the government to do something about, our living situation. It shouldn't be. We need to put our trust back on God, and that's where it should stay in everything that we do. So that's the aim of this farm. It's to be less dependent on the world, on the system of the world, and be more self-sustaining. That is the plan for this farm and our family. So thank you for tuning in once again on my channel. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care, stay safe, and God bless.